if God has put you there, then His Holy Spirit can give you the power to meet that need. As my husband and I got married and felt that the Lord was calling us to Kenya, that calling began to be fulfilled in a very direct way. We identified very deeply with the Kenyan people. But I used to notice that in the shops were all run by Asians. That was the term we used in Kenya, and it means people from India and Pakistani descent were there. And I knew they were mostly Hindus, and I knew they needed to hear about Jesus. But I knew that I didn't know anything about that kind of religion or culture. And so I used to pray, Lord, send someone to them, but it's not me, but Lord, do send someone. And I would pretty much leave it at that. And then one day, after we had been in Kenya for maybe 11 years, and we were living in the town of Nakuru, one day, a friend of mine came to our house and said, Cathy, I've brought a friend of mine, a colleague of mine, in the car with me. She's a Sikh, but I think she wants to become a Christian. Can you witness to her? And in my mind, I thought, what's a Sikh? But with my mouth, I said, sure, bring her in. I knew nothing, you see. But God used my ignorance and went beyond that into just, He worked with His Spirit in her life. And she was ready, despite my mistakes of that day. And that was the starting of a call from God to really begin to work with and reach the Asian people in Kenya. But the old saying was very, very true in that case, that God will use your availability, not your ability. I had no abilities, no knowledge. And I liken that to Peter, the story of Peter and Jesus walking on the water. And when he got out of the boat, he'd never been to walking on water school at all, not one bit. And so it was totally Jesus sustaining him. And in a similar way, I knew nothing, but I just said yes when the Holy Spirit gave me an opportunity. So when you see a need, don't wait for somebody else with more expertise to go in and fill it. But if God has put you there, then His Holy Spirit can give you the power to meet that need and to love our neighbors more adequately.